For me, the legacy of speakers for this memorial lecture is such that any political administrative representative will feel humbled to stand on this very stage and deliver a lecture which has such an illustrious history. आज मैंने जब मंच पर DGAIR से आग्रह किया कि मैं ये भाषण हिंदी में दूँ, तो शहरियार साहब ने मुस्कुराते हुए कहा, मैम वो संभव नहीं है, क्योंकि सरदार पटेल मेमोरियल लेक्चर का इतिहास रहा है that this lecture has always been delivered in English. That is the template of the lecture. But imagine today if the Iron Man himself heard what is the template that we have set for a lecture in his memory. A man who reflected that by the sheer will of an individual citizen, provinces and those parts of our country that wanted to come under one constitution, a constitution that recognizes the multicultural aspects and beauty of our country, a constitution that recognizes and legalizes the use of so many dialects, in fact up to 1600 recognized across the world, a constitution that gives emphasis to languages which might not be spoken in the national capital, but which stand proud and equal to the language that I speak today from this dais. What would that Iron Man think of the imposition that the Sardar Patel Memorial Lecture be only done in English? And hence, knowing that I have been a rebel with and without causes many a times, I choose to deliver this lecture in two languages, Hindi and English, with the permission of the Prasar Bharati chairperson and with the support of my colleague, Rajyavardhan Rathore. आज अगर हम ब्रॉडकास्टिंग की दुनिया को देखें और किसी साधारण नागरिक से पूछें कि ब्रॉडकास्टिंग की परिभाषा आपके लिए क्या है, तो उनकी दृष्टि से शायद ब्रॉडकास्टिंग का मतलब एक तरफ न्यूज़, और अगर नौजवानों से पूछें, महिलाओं से पूछें कि ब्रॉडकास्टिंग का आपका नज़रिया क्या है, तो मुख्यतः जवाब विशेषतः भारत के ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों से आता है कि जनरल एंटरटेनमेंट, बट नॉट बी in the larger interest of the public. I say so not as a minister but as a consumer of news. How many of us in the private sector are always told that today news in some medium or the other has become almost like a spectator sport. How many of us know that if you want to service democracy, one of the biggest services that we can give as broadcasters is to give the news, but not with that added element of drama, so that we underline for the consumer that news can only be interesting if it has a controversy attached to it. And hence, if we want to give a model template of engaging through information with our citizens, it is incumbent upon us to be responsible as news givers, responsible as those who disseminate information in the wider interest of the country and for consumer needs. Today, when I speak of the broadcasting industry, let's begin from the beginning, which is the very ministry that we serve in. When we talk about policy engagements with broadcasters across the country, there have been times when the private sector comes up to us and says that before formulating policies, would you even help us understand what is the pathway that you designate for us, and what is your understanding of how broadcasting should be done in the country? जवाब कुछ ऐसा आएगा जो शहरियार जी को अटपटा सा लगे। अगर आज हम जनरल एंटरटेनमेंट की दृष्टि से पूछें कि वो कौन सा एंटरटेनमेंट कंटेंट है जो एज कंज्यूमर्स यू वांट टू वॉच, तो हमें मिक्स्ड रिस्पॉन्सेज मिलते हैं। लेकिन प्रसार भारती के चेयरपर्सन और प्रसार भारती के CEO इस बात का गर्व कर सकते हैं कि पब्लिक ब्रॉडकास्टर देश के उन कोनों में जाता है जहां पर प्राइवेट सेक्टर जाना ना मुनासिब समझता है ना प्रॉफिटेबल है। इसलिए सबसे पहले हमारी पब्लिक ब्रॉडकास्टर की लेगेसी को इस लेक्चर के माध्यम से मैं यहाँ पर शुभकामनाएं प्रेषित करती हूँ, दैट यू पुट पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट अबव profit and business interest, which actually capture the imagination of every other broadcaster in our country. But that being said, today if we really want to service the vision of Sardar Patel, who wanted that this diverse nation with so many stories to tell in so many languages, these stories be told in the interest of the people, then the public broadcaster has upon itself a huge responsibility. Yes, we service the national interest in many languages. Yes, we service the national interest at the cost many a time of entertaining aspects. Yes, we service the national interest from perspectives of the people, which generate by the people and definitely are for the people. When we talk about Sardar Patel and his memory, I talk about the services because apart from giving us this great legacy of a strong democracy, he also gave us the civil services, and he very rightfully called civil services the steel frame of our nation. And with that hope that we will ensure that our skills are built up to serve the broadcaster needs in the times to come, I would now like to also reflect on what is the role of the broadcaster as envisaged by the citizen at large. Today, when I talk about engaging with our citizens through broadcasting, what is the one challenge that the youth throw to us? When we began the broadcasting journey in our country, how many of us envisaged that one day a time will come in India where headlines will compete with hashtags? How many of us had envisaged that every line that you write in a newspaper will be challenged through social media? And how many of us had envisaged that a journalist who works in the broadcasting sphere does have a template of ethics and conduct rules that they need to abide by, but others don't play by the same rules?